Divine Openings has just transformed my life in so many ways. Since I read your book first, yeah, so many wonderful things have just happened. Many things have manifested in the outside, like just to tell you a few examples, like I've found a bigger apartment easily. We've manifested a bigger car when it seemed impossible to afford it. Or just, so many things in life that are complicated normally just were in flow and easily. And yeah, but these things in the outside are not even the most important. Like for me, Divine Openings has just helped me so much to heal my relationship, like with myself.
Yes.
Or actually find my relationship with my large self. And this has expanded and healed the relationship with my husband and really with my whole family. Like we are a really big patchwork family. And it's just grown into all of it, for my children. Yeah, and like you just shared before, for me, the absolute highlight is since I bought the Enlightened Business course 1.5 years ago, I would say my life has just like flourished.
Yes.
And in many, many ways. And first I used the course like for my personal life, like my main business, but now I've also even started my own business since then with the help of this course. And yeah, it's all just growing and expanding since then, even more. And now I've started to be part of the Divine Openings Guide training.
Yes.
Because I just feel the urge to share this with others. And the main thing I've learned with Divine Openings is that vibration comes first. And when you raise just your vibration, everything else just comes by itself.
Since finding Divine Openings 6 years ago, I have gone from kind of suffering and being kind of at the mercy of my moods going up and down to, having so much inner peace, more than I ever thought I could have. And not only that, but being able to manage my vibration. That is just amazing that, and like you said, it's not that much work. It allows me to create. And I went to the 5-day in January, and then I went on the business course right after. And money was something that for some reason I wasn't applying Divine Openings to without realizing it. And so it helped me kind of balance more the masculine and the feminine, and try and kind of let more come to me. We talked a lot about that. And I just got even another stream of income that came out of the blue, and it came with a man too, which is pretty cool. So I'm having fun with that. And then I had the opportunity, this was just yesterday. Yesterday my mind was blown. I met the man last week or whatever, but my mind was just so blown with the shift in reality. And I realized that, wow, all of a sudden I felt this unworthiness. And so I was able to say, ooh, wow, that's interesting. Let me ask some effective questions here. And it allowed me to shift so that I could actually let it in instead of maybe messing it up. Mm-hmm. So it's just amazing. It's just such an amazing tool. That everything about Divine Openings is just so awesome. So I'm just so glad it's in my life. Yeah, I'm glad all of you are in my life. Right, there's no work. It is really nice. The more community I have, the more enhanced it is for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when we get together, it's like the energy increases. It's really nice.
There's so much energy going. Yeah.
Yeah. It was wonderful to watch everybody kind of have openings and things come to them, and big shifts and, good things. It's when you see it happening to other people too, and
Mhm.
during that time frame, it's sort of like it's evidence.
Yes. Yeah, our conscious minds do need evidence. Yeah.
Just it's contagious.
Oh, wow. Money and love. Big ones.
Yeah. That's all.
That's all. Oh, yeah.
Just another day in the Divine Openings life.
And that's right. I'm getting to know Uta as she comes to retreats, and she glows.
Yeah. I'm glowing. Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. I experienced so many things during divine openings. I decided to have the first retreat a year ago, and then I did 3 retreats within 1 year. And so many things happened. It's so beautiful, wonderful. I found a wonderful man, and yeah, now together. And I moved to the Chiemsee, from the Black Forest to the Chiemsee, and now I'm living here. I'm settling down. So I found a new home, a new man, and now I'm creating a new job for me with my inner calling, and that's really fantastic. Yeah, that's it. In very short sentences. Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I told them about my father who died just a few weeks before, and we solved so many things, and he could go in a very quiet way. Yeah,
Yes.
wonderful. And that was because I cleared my relationship with myself. So that was really, really very, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting it in, immersing yourself in it. That's all we have to do. I would not say it's hard work, would you?
No, it's very easy. And that's the best thing for me that I learned. It's not work, it's just letting it in and go out of the way. That's really important, and not working on any issue. Yeah.
Yes, and that
That's
is,
important. Yeah.
yeah, and that is so different.
Yeah, that's totally different. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, and so as we do this, immerse yourself in this vibration that is expanding as we celebrate other people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things that I get to do. I get to celebrate every little thing that occurs for them, so it compounds my satisfaction, compounds my fulfillment too.
Yeah.
Yes, who else? I'm following the glow.
I would like to share something very simple, but that was very important for me. When I started with Divine Opening on 2012, I was working very hard in my job. The work-life balance has been very bad, and my life changed a lot. I have a normal weekend now, what was not usual, but the best thing also with working, I worked in spirituality. I did praying a lot, sometimes 1 hour a day, and when I read your book, and I came to one point in the book, I recognized I don't have to work in spirituality anymore, and I never had prayed again. In this way, of course. And this was the hugest thing to get freedom for me. The biggest thing I could get at that time, until now, I think so. I would like to share this because maybe some other people who will watch this video also will be in a similar situation. And for me, it was a big freedom to go to a divine opening. Thank you, Lola.
Thank you, Monica, so much.
I didn't think I'd share today because I had quite a week of contrast, but divine opening is so easy that just sitting in the energy of people sharing, I feel amazing. It is that easy.
Yeah.
When I started divine openings and when the book was given to me, I started practicing it right away, and I moved to a town I really wanted to live in the mountains that everyone wants to live in, and know it's really hard to get a place. And I just did a little online retreat with the first portal.
Yes.
And listened to audios all day, was prostrating, feeling like I was going so deep into stress and pain, and then it started to lift, and then bam, I kept saying, I'm not going to say this is hard, and I ended up getting a really great little place to live that had so much more than I thought I could. I'd even thought of a view. The mountain is my backyard. We have bears and cougars and coyotes and turkeys, and I get to eagles, and I just stare out at the wildlife, but yet I'm very close to this little town that has so much for my son. I'm now able to, I still have contrast. I don't have everything I want, but I have this joy that bubbles up all the time, which I'm really very happy. Even though I want all this stuff, it's not, I'm content.
Yes.
And I know it's coming because I have these moments and it drops in, and as I'm not rushed to, I gotta get there. It's I know it's all coming, and I see day to day, it'll come in some strange little way, it'll pop in. So I'm shown that it's all coming, and as I expand more and more and more, the easier you get on yourself, with yourself, the easier it all becomes. Someone was saying about the healing the relationship with yourself. It really is, and it gives you the tools to do that. When other things will have you fix the illusion more, this keeps you directed into who you really are and who you really are. And I think one of the most wonderful things that I'm noticing is my relationship with my son, who's 17, as I go into appreciation more, because I did not come a family of appreciation at all. But interesting they are now. My father's into it. My sister's in the guide program with me. My world has the book around me. But with my son, I was like practicing the appreciation with him, and then he's starting to. And he wants to sit and talk. And for a 17-year-old boy, this is, wow, you want to sit and talk to mom. So I got to rave about that.
Oh, yes.
I hope I've been clear about this.
Yes.
I didn't plan this, so I'm to share. I didn't think I could share this morning, but that's the power of divine openings. Is as soon as I sat down in the energy that was present with everyone, and everyone raving and experiencing, I just started to just float. I've been moving something very, very, very old, and with me a very long time. And that's the beauty of it, the week of, okay, there's the mind going on its whirling crazy thing, but I'm just gonna breathe and let go, and that little bubble of joy just bursts through every time, and I'm like, oh, my happy's back. And I think that's what the biggest thing for me is, this divine openings has been understanding that's just naturally there when you're in alignment with your large self. I don't have to seek it anymore. If I'm kind of lost, I know it comes back, because I have these tools that work. Feel your feelings, drop your story. And the last little thing that you gave about bust your stories open, the stories were coming. I'm like, I'm running that. I'm like, and here's how simple it is. I intend to bust my stories wide open. like, you know, have this determination to just let's do it, instead of the old way of we'll go in and try to figure out what's going on and focus on that. Just the power of that intention, along with the grace that supports you if you let it in. It's hard to describe sometimes how, because it is so easy. And I'm laughing today. I wasn't 2 days ago, you know. And at one point, though, I had a moment when I first started Divine Openings where I was so terrified of everything, this terror and fear around my child, and how am I going to feed him, and I don't have any money. And I sat down and I felt it in my large self, because I intended such a happy, fun experience with it. Told me a joke. I shot to ecstasy, sat on the couch, and was in hysterical laughter for 45 minutes, where my son came out and goes, "Mom, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing." It's amazing. It's all so funny. And and when you get to that vibration of I think this is too what has happened is, when you view the world as not as right and wrong, and that's what Divine Openings gives you, you're just free, because you see how, no matter how crazy something in the world is going on, you start to see the contrast we create to grow and expand and play and have adventures here, instead of, oh my gosh, let's focus on this and let's get our science. And do what you want to do, but there's a freedom in when the world is just okay, and it's a perfect place where you're at.
And I started with Divine Openings, or let's say with reading the book in 2011, I think. I was in a victim vibe, and I didn't know it. Just I was attracting men who, after a while, were not kind with me. And you know, I changed the man and changed the man and changed the man. Always the same. We both started with being in love, and after a while, they've been not kind to me. And then I noticed, oh, I don't feel worthy. And there was also guilt and shame and unworthiness and victim vibe. And then I was with a man. I'm with him since 12, 13 years. And the same thing happened. He was not nice to me. And then with Divine Openings, I decided, no, I don't have to change this man. I have to change myself. And we are still in a relationship. And he is such a soft guy. He is respectful. And everything changed. So you don't have to change your relationship. Sometimes, okay, it has to be, but try to first change yourself. And I also noticed before Divine Openings, I always had money problems. Always, always, always. And it's gone. Till I discovered my worthiness, I'm attracting money. I can give you an example. It was in 2014. I had to pay a huge sum of tax. And I looked on my bank account, oops, there was nothing. And I was thinking, how can I get this money? Can I borrow somewhere? And I had no idea. So I gave it over to the present. And 3 days later, I went to my bank to look what's going on there. And there have been 8,000 euro returning from the tax office, because one year I had paid too much, no? And this never happened before. But the funny thing is, I did it another time. Also with a tax, also a huge sum, and said, oh my God, I don't have it. Oh, I better give it over to the present. Boom. Again. I was completely out of the way.
Yeah.
And if some thoughts are coming in my mind, oh, take care, take care, take care, said, stop. I gave it over to the present, and I don't have to know how this is going to work out. The
Yes.
only thing I need to do is to be happy, even in the worstest moments.
Yes.
Try to be happy.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah. We do learn to get out of the way. And that seems to be one of the biggest keys. Sparkles. Ease and grace.